Hello you guys, and thank you all for tuning in to Chris Codes. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button because you know you want to, and it's free and it helps my channel grow. Notification bell so you be notified whenever I drop new content. Comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's get into the video. Alright you guys, so we're back with the Foolishness Friday, so you already know what time it is. I said I was going to do a story time this time, but I think I'm going to save that for maybe like next week or the week after next. But yeah, you know, it's lit over here when we do Foolishness Fridays, and it's a story time. But of course it'll be in the title, so you all will be aware. But this Foolishness Friday is going to be a little different because it's a very touchy subject, but it's still some foolishness overall. So yeah, if you read the title, you kind of know what to expect from this video. I have a lot of clips that I'm going to insert so you all can kind of get somewhat of a backstory or kind of paint a picture of what I'm about to describe. But it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. And I'm gonna tell you all kind of like from the comments and stuff that I read under the video. You know, Facebook has all the ratchet news.
I don't hate it.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Just to say a backstory before I start playing the clips. Basically, the mom in this scenario, and she has on this like floral dress, and she's basically saying that she tried to pick her daughter up and couldn't, and her daughter seemed like she was like, you know, in extreme pain. So she took her to the hospital. Once they got to the hospital, the doctor said that, you know, she had some broken ribs, a broken back, all that jazz. So it's pretty apparent that someone has beat or this child. She said the child was 3 months old, which is why I say this is a very touchy subject. So I'm probably gonna insert this in the beginning, but if you are very sensitive when it comes to like child abuse or things of that nature, this is probably not going to be the video for you because that's what's going on right now. So yeah, let's continue. Again, before we get into the video, you're basically I'm going to show a few clips of basically her telling her side of the story, and afterwards I'm just going to come back with how I view it or how I feel about this whole little situation. The video is so long, so I'm not going to talk that long. I'm just going to go ahead and insert the clips so you all can watch, and then we're going to reconvene for our thoughts. All right, let's get into the clips.
Where we at?
I don't know. What happened to this baby? He told me that what happened to this baby? He told me that he left her in the bathroom in the kitchen.
Don't be lying on my phone.
I got.
He told me that he told me
what happened to this baby?
I didn't do nothing to my baby.
We've been warning you about putting your hand on these goddamn kids, bro. You got this baby in the hospital with a broken fucking back and a pulsed lung.
Oh, she leaking.
If she ain't got her to the hospital, she'll be dead today.
Oh my God.
15 broken ribs, a back, a leg, and a wrist.
15. Call the police.
Bruises. Old and new. Bite marks on the baby belly and right now. It ain't no baby like him. It's big baby.
Where we at?
I don't know. Who did? So you making this situation worse. I didn't do anything. Oh, you finna make it worse.
The baby didn't go last night.
Bitches, I know it was my baby.
So then I just seen the baby the other day. Well, I live across the hall. I don't know.
The baby been home. Most of them moms are more than 3 weeks old, and some of them are 3 like just happened.
Bitches, I don't know. Willie told me he went in the bathroom, and when he came out, she was crying. That's what he told me. I don't know. I wasn't. I don't know, bitches. I wasn't there. I was with TT and Mama. I don't know. He gone. I was with TT and Mama. You can go look. Go back on my shirt. Don't look. I don't know. So I don't know. You think I'm just sitting here? Don't go to jail now. You wrong. Bitch, that's my fucking baby, bro. That's my fucking baby. You allow this to happen. It's been going on for almost 3 months. I don't know what the fuck, bro. Let's pull That's a nigga fucking up your baby. You whoop his ass. Wait, ain't doing that.
Don't go to
I didn't do it. I didn't do anything to her. And I don't know what happened. I know. You allow somebody to pick up his shit.
Anybody get this shit?
What
I'm already dead.
No.
What happened? Fucked up.
No. What happened?
What happened? I ain't
No. Stop. Stop.
God, bro.
What happened? Really calm down.
Calm down.
Everybody
gonna hurt her, bro. Don't really protect the nigga. Everybody gonna hurt her. You feel like that? Everybody gonna hurt her, bro. You feel like that? You feel like that? Everybody finna bust me on here like that. I'm not finna bust her shit. You feel like that? Everybody finna bust her shit like that. I don't give a fuck. You feel like that? I don't give a fuck. You feel like that? I don't give a fuck. You feel like that?
You worried.
You feel like that?
Broken ribs and a puncture. I don't know.
You didn't have no meat talk to do. You didn't have no meat talk to do. You don't get your ass in there and let me talk to you. Mediterranean?
I don't even got time for this bitch.
Oh, he's sweet.
I don't know. They think I'm trying to. They think he did. I don't know what happened. I just know. I noticed she had scratches on her back. It's bruised like somebody would bite her or something. And I took her to the doctor. And that's when they told me her back was broke. All this shit. I don't know what the fuck happened. You think I'm just gonna. I take care of my kids, but you think I'm just gonna sit here and come up for a nigga or come up for myself or whatever happened to my baby? I wouldn't say it.
So what happened to the? So what made you take it to the baby? You like you seen the scratches on there and stuff?
Yeah, she like she don't want me to pick her up on there. She like she don't want me to pick up on there, and then I see the bruises and stuff on her stomach. She like she been beat up, my back been scratched up. I wouldn't do that to my baby.
So who had the baby?
When I left yesterday, the baby, when I went to me, my mom, my sister, we went to the store and stuff like that. She at the hospital. I can't get my shit like supervised. I don't know. I get and then they looking at me like I know what the fuck going on. I do.
Just calm down, man. Calm down. All right, so you just gotta tell the police and talk to the police. She's crazy. She's my mom.
I don't know.
Why did you tell them the police was at our house? Why you tell them that the baby had been at our house? You told them the baby had been at our house.
No, I did not.
That baby ain't never
Wipe your
been
mouth,
in
man.
that motherfucking house.
Bro, I don't even got time for you, but I did not say that.
You ain't got time, bitch. You better make time. You gonna have time in that motherfucking paddy wagon. I tell you that.
This is crazy. I don't know what the fuck going on. What happened?
I don't give a fuck.
That's why you fucked up now, because she saved you. That baby hustle about to die. And don't know
I'm not trying to save nobody. I honestly don't know what's going on. They think that I'm trying to, they think I did it, they think he did it, they think I'm covering up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Because that's what you told them.
I don't know what's going on.
You told them Willie did.
I can't win this shit. I can't win this. You want to say I'm going to get it?
Bitch, you gonna motherfucker get it. Bitch, man, step up here. Step up here.
please. No, hell no. Don't tell him about over here. Can you calm down? Can you take it all the way down and talk to me? What's going on?
He's okay.
What's going on? I mean, go ahead, 4-1. I'm listening.
My 3-month-old daughter's in the hospital. Her back broke, her rib broke. I don't know. All of this came back to my attention just yesterday. She had scratches, bruises on stuff. She always like she don't want to pick up.
Hold on. Repeat 4-1.
Do you have a Kevin Patrick or Deshauna Williams with you?
Who is it? Trick. Okay, what's going on?
So, like I said, my back, she like she don't want me to pick up on her arm and stuff like that. She always was fussing. So I took her to surgery, but she had bite marks straight on her, so I took her to the hospital. And that's what yesterday, and that's when all this unraveled. I got her people banging on my door, all this other different stuff.
They said that shit
Okay, hold on, okay.
3 weeks old with
Okay.
3 weeks.
All right.
That don't make no sense. I don't know what's going on. I would not hurt my baby. I'm not involved in it. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what happened.
Okay, so what's going on here? Why y'all out here?
They came over here.
Who are y'all?
We came over
Okay,
here.
who are y'all? I'm the granddad.
He's the dad. We came to get him to tell him to get down to LeBron and get his
You
account.
the dad, you the mama.
We tell him to get to LeBron and get his account because she's telling them at LeBron that he did every mark on that baby.
And I did not. All I said
She
was,
come out the door, top out, I'm gonna get in and top out swinging at my door. Baby, you not gonna
no,
get
you don't
nothing.
listen for no reason.
You not gonna
Hey, y'all.
You this ain't even got nothing to do up.
Okay, well, we not gonna, y'all ain't gonna talk to each other though.
We not over here for nothing. We trying to tell him to go and explain himself.
This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Because these are some serious charges.
Exactly. And this is my daughter.
Okay.
Well, apparently not enough.
Hey.
She had been using her the kids for months. All right. That's my auntie.
Who?
I came over here. We went to the hospital. The baby got a broken back. 15 a puncture wound and 15 broken ribs. We've been looking for her all morning. Police been looking for her so she could turn herself in.
Who?
Her. Yeah, and her mom.
They looking for both of them.
They looking for both of them.
Come on the inside and come out the other side of the door. We're in like the middle of the corridor.
So I come over here trying to see what's going on. Instead of her opening the door, she went out the back door.
And we didn't know her for her. We came to tell him to go explain
I'm looking for
himself.
her.
Okay, where y'all get these bruises and stuff from? I mean, these cuts and stuff.
Yeah, she fell. Uh-oh. I've been waiting on some drama like this to happen over here.
When they drag her to the car, they can't demand her to be in the car.
Man, where you bitches found her at?
Oh, God, I thought the girl that was fixing her, they gonna walk up and start screaming.
Shit, the girl in the little dress should have filed on her ass. I don't know her booty gonna be out. Damn, he pushing the shit out of her. That little ass car rocking.
Okay, so now that you all have seen what I've seen, let's really talk about it, okay? I don't have any children. But this is kind of sensitive for me because I've had like situations where I felt that, you know, I felt like kids were mistreated or things of that nature. Not to this extent, but I've experienced that and have spoken up to parents and stuff like that about a situation where I feel like a child is being mistreated. So in my opinion, I feel like, one, I'm gonna tell you all why I feel like this after the fact, but when I originally started watching it, I had mixed emotions because I was just like, okay, I highly doubt that this woman beat her child like that. Now, it's possible, don't get me wrong, it's possible, but she was out there explaining herself and all that type of stuff, and I feel like you got to be a really sick and evil individual, you know what I mean, to do something like that to a child. So I didn't get the vibe that she did it. Now, I did get the vibe that she knew who did. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like in a lot of cases, women will want to protect their boyfriend or their significant other and all that type of stuff. It even comes down, and especially in the black communities, and I feel like it even comes down to when it's sexual and they try and act like it doesn't happen, or that hush, like, you know, don't tell anyone, you don't want to embarrass the family, or you don't want to do this, you want to do that. And it's a shame because it's like you're damaging your child because of your love interest. Like that's sick. That's sick. I'm sorry, it is. But I felt like she knew who did it. And let's go further into that. So afterwards, like, basically she comes out, the lady hits her and stuff like that, and then finally I realized that the people that are arguing and going back and forth with her and stuff like that, the majority of them is his family that's basically attacking her and all that. And I'm just like, wait, why are all these people attacking her? First of all, if you take the baby to the hospital, the police are involved at that point. If there's any sign of child abuse and you take a baby to a hospital, the police will be involved. So why are you taking it upon yourself to be beating on her? Y'all know how I feel about that. Violence in general, I don't think it's necessary. And especially since it was obvious that she wasn't really trying to fight back. She did seem broken up about it. I'm iffy with like crocodile tears and stuff like that. I be feeling like people can cry on demand, because I can probably cry on demand. But still, she didn't give me the vibe that she was guilty. She's still guilty for trying to hide the fact that she knew who did it, but who knows, she might have thought it was going to come out anyway. And to make long story short, it did. So I took it upon myself to be nosy and go through the comments, because obviously if this is like a hood like video, I felt like most people, it's going to be people in the comments that know them or whatever, because this is Facebook. Most of the time people be going live and talking and like, oh yeah, that's little Johnny cousin from down the street and blah blah blah. Like, you can hear in the video, they know, things of that nature. So yeah, so apparently, allegedly, he went to jail for child abuse years ago. He got an early release. This is the Willie guy. This is the guy. All this is alleged. So this is drama. This is hearsay. This is comments said. Okay, but he got an early release and apparently wasn't even supposed to be there in the house or around the kids. And he did beat the kid. He did beat her child, and he's in prison for that now. So make long story short, he allegedly he did do it, and his family going back trying to beat the girl down, cussing the girl out, or what he couldn't do or what he's not capable of doing, but he's very much so capable of doing it. And it's kind of sad. It's like, you gotta watch who you have kids with. You gotta watch who you want to build a relationship with, because I say it time and time again. I say you never really know people. People will really surprise you. Okay, it's just so toxic. It's so toxic, and for them to be trying to beat her down and stuff like that. And the police were called, but I'm just like, a lot of y'all need to go to jail, or a lot of repercussions need to be handed out for people to think they can just be beating people down whenever they feel like it. I know it's a child involved, and I feel the need to like say, okay, if someone's like hurting your child or something like that, I get why people get violent, but that's her kid. Like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Y'all look a mess. I'm just gonna be completely honest. They looked a mess. That's why I made Foolishness Friday, because I felt like this was a really touchy subject. So normally I'll be talking about this on a Monday, but they looked a mess out there, fighting and arguing and going back and forth and stuff like that. Let the police do their job. Let the police do their job. I feel terrible for the child, and the child didn't deserve that. But if he had prior convictions when it comes to child things of that nature, y'all know, because you got to be some type of sick. Now, I'm a believer of whoopings, okay? If the child needs it, because it's certain kids that I feel like are just kind of hard-headed, they're a bit stubborn, and they do need a good spanking here and there, where other children, it's not necessary. They'll get their act together. They need a good talking to. They need I'm gonna take your phone or a timeout. They're a bit softer, especially nowadays. Like, they ain't built like they used to, okay? So I feel like it just depends. But when it comes to abuse like that, I'm like, dude's a bit sick, so you can't tell me it wasn't some type of signs, you know? I would have clocked that. I would have clocked that a long time ago. I'm like, yeah, dude has some issues. And we got to stop covering for people. In the black community, we got to stop, like, coddling these men and making them feel like, oh, we're gonna have your back regardless. Like, no, if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're sick, you're sick. If you need to be in prison, you need to be in prison. Okay,
Now guess where you going? To jail. You going to jail, bitch.
you're going to jail. So yeah, like I said, this is all alleged, but I believe it. I really do. I don't put it past them. I really don't. You got your whole family out here going to bat for you when you know you was beating on that kid. The nerve of you. And it's a warm place in hell for people like that. And just say it like that. And in prison, I don't think they take too kindly to children. I don't know if it's like when it comes to like sexual stuff or it's just children in general, but I feel like I've heard that before. But anyways, I don't want this video to be too long because I already told you all I know the clips were really long, and people's attention span don't be all the way there, mine included. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as you can considering the topic. But yeah, we're gonna have more like Foolishness Fridays like this, where it's just like, oh my gosh, you know, a little wow factor. We're gonna have more I'm gonna have more story times coming, things of that nature to keep your attention going. But I may be starting a podcast soon. I'll be joining a friend and starting a podcast, and I want you all to stay tuned for that because it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be live. We're still deciding on the names and the specifics. We're still getting into, but it's gonna be a lot of talk about certain topics and stuff like that. It's gonna be really interesting, so I really hope you all enjoy this. I'll probably do some clips and stuff like that on my channel, but the bulk of it is going to be on a specific channel. But we'll probably drop the name and stuff like that soon. It's all coming soon, so I want you all to be aware and tune in. But yeah, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button because you know you want to, and it's free and it helps my channel grow. Notification bells to be notified whenever I drop new content. Comment, subscribe. Yeah, love you guys, and I'll see you all for next video. Bye.